It's fitness education.
The dead bug. ISO. A little short term for meaning isometric, which is a big fancy word, which just means we're gonna hold. So, the dead bug. But why? But why? But why? I know some of you are out there asking, but why, Dan? Why the dead bug? Look at this position. If this person were sitting at a table, let's say, with their arms stretched out, their head here, and got your hands here, we're sitting in maybe a chair. Maybe there's a computer here. Does this position look familiar? This is a computer, and this is wispy. Okay. Oh my gosh. If you take this position and you lay down on the floor, now you're sitting on the floor on your back. So, why is this important? Your core is bracing during the dead bug. So we're going to learn proper sitting position, lying neutrally on the floor, to then train this position to be able to apply it to this position. If we can learn how to use our core here, laying down, then we can transition that into sitting up, standing up. All of these functions of the core translate into every single thing that you're going to do in your life. Here's your mat. We're lying, spines down, heads down, shoulders down. My arms are extended up. I put this little like bend in the elbow. I want your elbows bent, and the point of your elbow, this little nubby part, you want to point it facing your kneecap. The elbow point facing your kneecap. The stability ball, that's what this floating thing is. Your forearm is pressing into the stability ball. I need your palms nice and open, your forearms on the ball like so. Okay, so when we press into the ball, I need you to relax your hands and put all that tension into your elbows. There's a theme here, isn't there? Elbows, knees. Elbow point towards your knees. So that's the upper body. We need this engagement in the upper body to connect the core. The lower body, spine is neutral, your lower back needs to stay down on the mat. But why, Dan? That's how you know you're engaging your core. Your low back is the opposite of your core. So if your low back comes up off of the floor, you're using your low back to perform this movement. And other parts of your body are now saying like, don't worry, I got this. Well, we don't want them to get it. We want your core to do all of this work. So we're gonna ask the lower back, stay down on the floor. And how do we do that? We engage our core. Here at your hips, you're gonna bend at a 90-degree angle. Your knees are at a 90-degree angle, and your ankles are at a 90-degree angle. Your feet are just as important as everything else that's going on in this exercise. Because if I just let my feet do whatever, if they're like pointing this way, they're pointing this way, if your feet do whatever they want, that's core. Your core control your feet. So we want the feet at a nice, beautiful 90-degree angle at the ankle, okay? So we got 90 degrees at the hips, 90 degrees at the knee, 90 degree at the ankle. The stability ball is right touching the top part of my knee. Okay, so the two contact points are your forearm and the top part of your knee. They need to connect to the ball. There's a theme here, isn't there? Elbows, knees. Elbow point towards your knees. That's the setup. Now we know what it looks like and how to get there. Oh, what do we do next, Dan? This is the middle, and this is the end of this movement. Bing! You're just gonna hold isometrically for 30 seconds. Now, isometrically in this hold, we're gonna do something, we're gonna add a little bit of pressure. I say pressure, but I mean 10% pressure. What's 10% pressure, Dan? Well, if you need to find 10% pressure, squeeze with 100, relax by 50, relax by 25, cut it down to 10. It shouldn't feel like you're squeezing the ball to death. It should feel like you just want to squeeze it just a little bit. So if I came over and tried to pull the stability ball out from the middle of you, there would be some resistance against that. Okay? That's all I'm looking for. 10% pressure with the forearms, 10% pressure with the knees coming into the stability ball. My goal of you putting pressure into the ball is that you keep your shoulders down and away from your ears. That's very important here. You don't want your shoulders up here when you're doing this movement. We want them down and pressing into the ball like so. Okay? That's very important. In through your nose, out through your mouth, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Your breathing is very important. Your breathing is very important. The inhale through your nose, fill your belly. You need to fill your belly with that air so that your muscles inside of your abdomen can brace. Why do we brace the abdomen again? For spinal protection and stability. The spine needs to be stable and protected when it's in this position. That's done through the core. So we're going to take a nice deep breath in, fill your belly, engage your core, and now with that core engagement, you're going to practice breathing in and out for 30 seconds. In through your nose, out through your mouth, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Bear plank. Bear plank, dead bug, sitting at your desk. All of these things translate to sitting at your desk. If you just sit on the couch, boom, you're gonna sit better. You're gonna stand better. This tool is used to train your core for posture. Your elbows are pointed towards your knees and your forearm is pointed towards your knees. This 10% of pressure is going to bring your shoulders from here to here. And now with that core engagement, you're going to practice breathing in and out for 30 seconds. This is the dead bug isometric hold. Any questions? Just kidding.